Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Good Game 1 College Esports Championship. And this is the playoffs that we are kicking off with semi-finale 1. And this is me, Lucifer, along with Edge. And Edge, how are you feeling? It's going to be semi-finale and best of best. It's going to be best of 3.
Yup, semi-finals. Semi-finale 1 today, and only 4 teams are left now out of the 48. By the way, Lucy, and 2 of them will be facing off. It's going to be a knockout as well. No more group stages, no more having multiple matches. It's going to be 1BO3. You win, you move on. If you don't, you gotta move on from this particular tournament at least. Because right now, they're the best of the best, as you said. 4 of the top teams from those 48 teams, they're going to be facing off against each other to prove their worth. They only have one more chance left, like literally, right? 1BO3, it's going to be either 2-0 or 2-0.
Decided today. One of the teams is going to head over to the grand finale. One of the team will fall short today after a long journey of close to 45 days now. But it does say a lot of resilience, a lot of capability that these teams have showed us. Man, oh man. I'm looking forward to how we turn over to the grand finale, which are the teams coming up. But it's about the prize, right? What the prize pool has, and so close we are. I'm looking forward to which these teams are going to be grabbing away this enormous prize pool for this College Esports Championship.
True. Total prize pool of 5 lakh rupees. Although it is divided on, into 3 game titles, but take a look at that, 1.74 lakh for Valorant itself. The first team, the first position, the team that wins the entire Good Game 1 College Esports Championship, Valorant, they're going to walk away with 80,000 Indian rupees. And the team that comes second will still have 40,000 in their bank. And it doesn't matter if you don't come in first and second. You still will be walking away with 20,000 if you come in the third position. But apart from that, Lucy, these are all team-based prizes, right? We also would like to appreciate, the solo players. They might have made it all the way through. They may have been eliminated in the tournament, from this particular tournament at least. But we also have awards like Best Player. That's going to be the most prestigious one. And I'm pretty sure the Best Player is still in the top 4 teams there. Not going to point out who I think it's going to be. But yeah, Best Player and then Player of the Week. What do you think about that? Player of the Week being more consistent, Lucy?
Player of the Week needs to be more consistent throughout a number of weeks. It can be even still one player grabbing all the weeks, but I don't think that's going to be the case that everybody can easily walk away in such a manner of taking away the Player of the Week prize pool. But nonetheless, we do have other prizes as well. Best Econ rating as well as Best Combat Score respectively have 3,000 rupees each. So not only the duelists, not only the top fraggers, but also other players, that is going to be initiators and controllers, will have a really good chance to grab an individual prize as well. Cherry on the top of the cake would be, yes, the first prize as well. And most of these individual prizes, it can have a chance that a single team can pick it up, because highly favor for a best player and a best econ rating and combat score would be that team which is insanely fragging as well as taking matches in their favor. Because this might be that players individually can perform, but at the end of the day, this is a team game, right? Individual players can take a couple of rounds, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a team game where you would have to pick up a map and a match itself. So I am looking forward to it, and where these teams will be walking away with the prize.
That is true indeed. All these prizes are just magnificent. But right now, semi-finale number 1. Lucy, it's going to be really interesting. All the 4 teams are really good, but right now we will be having Better Unstoppables going head-to-head against Tech Geniuses, the ones that were absolutely dominant throughout the tournament, to be honest. They had a massive round difference of plus 51 or something. But yeah, that's just too good. And right now, 3 maps. Ooh, yeah, it's going to be a BO3, by the way, fellas. The first map is going to be Ascent. Classic Valorant match. Right there. And then we'll be moving on to Icebox. Okay, that's going to be an interesting one. So we'll be starting off with Ascent and then moving on to Icebox. And we might actually, to be honest, I think we will be moving on to the Deciders map. And it's going to be Bind, my personal favorite. So, Lucy, we're starting off with your favorite map and ending with mine. So I think both, they did, it's fair enough for both of us, to be honest.
I mean, semi-finale one, there's no better way to start things off. Two, I would say, magnificent teams that we have here, Bennett Unstoppables and Technia Geniuses. It's going to be one heck of a match that we are going to witness here. Ascent, Icebox, Bind, all great matches. All the maps are also kind of different from each other, so there is a pickup of pace that teams need to manage. But defenders, it's going to be started off by Bennett Unstoppables on the map of Sen, but rest of the two maps, Icebox and Bind, it will be attackers side that the side of Bennett Unstoppables will be starting on. Technia Geniuses, they are going to be starting on attack only on the map of Ascent, heading over to Icebox and Bind, they're going to be heading into defense. But the first two maps will be decider whether we'll be heading into the third one or not. But now let's take a look at the first match itself. We are heading into the map of Ascent, the first match of the semi-finale, Bennett Unstoppables versus Technia Geniuses. Agent selection is through an edge. Before we talk about agent selection, let's make your predictions. Mine, it's going to be for the side of Technia Geniuses to walk away with a 13-10 maybe. What about you?
13-5 Bennett Unstoppables. Let's go, boys. I mean, I have a feeling that Bennett Unstoppables might walk away the winners of this particular match, at least. I mean, look at the lineup right now. I mean, especially Vifla, dude. I mean, the way he plays, along with, his company as well, like Bipolar, and then there's Kyra on his Killjoy. So all three of them are going to be really crucial at the same time. Crow, we've seen him play Sage the other day. He was doing really good, but it's his Omen that he actually pops up on. And then we also have Jet, right? So Jet and Razio, that's going to be absolutely beautiful. And then there's Viflod, the Viflod that never that never whiffs, right? So that's going to be an interesting one to watch. And they're starting off on the defenders side with the KJ. That looks absolutely interesting to me. But talking about Tech Geniuses, as I said, 13-10, we have Professor SV not on Sova. What do you think about that?
I mean, there's been a change up that the side of Technia Geniuses are working on, which I would say was okay. But Professor SV back on that Killjoy, he has been exceptional. TJ as a Sova has been really, really good. So rather than making a decision which would change up the game pace and maybe even change their usual playstyle and not play different agents which they're not comfortable on, I would say maybe a bad decision, right? Because they're on the semi-finale, they need each and every match and they should play their comfortable agent. So the picks coming in from the side of Technia Genius and Professor SV, TJ, Legendary, Kyle, Utta teams, all on their general picks is exceptional to watch. And we are kicking it off. It's going to be the map of Ascent. Pistol round.
Pistol round, look at this. Arsenal just gonna flip me here. He will get one. He might get another one actually. Will miss a few shots. It's gonna be TJ with the kill, but it's gonna be Reina with the one that's gonna heal himself because he got the assist there. I mean, not the assist, but yeah, you land one shot, that's good enough, and Kyle will take full advantage of that. But that's gonna be a 4 versus 4. Both the Jets have been taken down, and Bennett Unstoppables, it's looking decent as of now. I mean, it's still a 4v4, but they're on the defenders. Oh, Professor SV. I think he spotted Kyra there, but that's going to be it. Sova is kind of low as well. Reina is overhealed, and Professor SV will actually take the ultimate orb. And 1 minute on the clock. It looks like the spike is making its way towards the A side.
It does. And Viflod will be able to pick one. He's going to punish one. So it's back to a 3v4. Things are not looking good. Kyle pushed up way too much without his teammates, and he gets punished for that at trees. Right now, the execution is coming very slow. The smoke is going to prevent any vision from A-main. But look at this. TJ has come in. He has been spotted at trees, and Utta Chims, he times it perfectly, but misses a couple of shots. Gets that kill on Crow. They're closing off the door. The beacon, the recon needs to be destroyed, which did ping the last, I would say the 2 players on site, but both of them are low on HP. They need to take control of this retake. If not, they will be immediately destroyed. And look at that quick jump coming in, right clicks coming across from Viflod. He's going to miss that shot. TJ will pick up, but Bipolar will be able to trade it out. 2v2 situation, and health again not looking great, and TJ is surviving with 1 HP. Kyrer will be able to pick TJ with a 3k. He's still surviving at Gen. Kyrer is slowly going in, 73 HP for him, and he has just 1 right click to pull this off. 3 bullets he has, and he's gone in for a reload. This is the time he needs to convert, and it's going to be Kyrer. He plays it so well to close that round, and it's going to be Bennett Unstoppable starting things off. Not close. That was a very intense start off to this map of Ascent.
That was really, really close round coming in from both it's TJ and Kyra. I mean, Yeah, he was reloading there, and it's TJ. He had a brief moment there to actually just peek and kill, but he did not. I don't think he heard he heard the reload, or maybe he was just in the heat of the moment. Yeah, unfortunately, and then that jump right click coming in from Kyle just still good, but that still means a lot of damage and a spike plant as well for the side of Tech Geniuses. They can. If they can pull this, they can pull this round off with the sheriff on the jet there, and if that happens, Tech Geniuses might actually make a comeback pretty early into the game.
I mean, I agree with you. They pulled off really well even when they were really low in health. And look at this, Legendary will be able to spot out Asuna, but because they are not on a weapon advantage in this round, they're trying to play as smart as possible. Taking down Asuna a little bit to a lower health is really good because they do not have a save driver. So this pulling off should work out better, but Bipolar's position was not known. Stuck in Cubby, he'll be able to pick off SV. Look at this, Swift Load along with Asuna. They're playing together. They understand this should be a mid push coming through. Shock Touch, perfect. It does not get a kill, but it does the damage that it needs. Look at that, spams coming across, and it's still nobody has confirmed the kill, but the health very low. Utachims picks up one on Asuna. TJ picks up one. They're pushing directly to defender spawn, picks up another, but Bipolar will slowly try to bring it back. But in the meantime, look at that, Bipolar has made his way in mid, and now trees. The garden is not cleared. Crow is still in A side. Crow needs to be cleared very soon because he has 100 and also full shield to play along, and he's going to the spike planted. But Legendary has a crossfire. He gets one, and Kyle and trees. The positioning, the round which should have been denied for the side of Technia Geniuses, converted. What a play. That defender spawn push coming through was really good.
Yep, as I said, I mean that share from Legendary is just good, and that's exactly what happened. And I'm not really sure what's the issue here. It looks like a tactical timeout coming in from Technicians. I mean, they did win a really crucial. I mean, they did win a really intense and eco round as well. So maybe it's that. It's that feeling you have, the heart pumping and everything else. So maybe they just want to take a break and they're like, chill, guys, we got this, we got the round. We're already on the lead again now. Basically, this round should go into the favor of Tech Genius as well because Bennett and Subbles, the economy does not look good at all. And they should not buy unless they're super confident and they think maybe a force buy will help them get back into the game. Because if they do decide to force buy, and if that does not work in their favor, then we're looking at 2 eco rounds back to back from Unstoppables. And Tech Geniuses, they would absolutely love that because they're starting off on the attacker's side, and Ascent, he's usually a defender's first map as well. Like, every map is basically defenders. But yeah, I mean, except Haven. But Tech Geniuses, starting off the way that they did, I think it's going to be a really hard game for Bennett Unstoppables.
I mean, if a team manages to convert the second round, which they don't have great buys on, that just says a lot about the team. And again, I'm talking about team game at the end of the day. The push coming through at mid, they committed together as a team. So right now, when Eco coming in from the side of Bennett Unstoppables needs to be converted just like how Technia Geniuses managed to do it. But look at Legendary's pushing. He's already gained access to side. He picks up 2 kills. CT is being cleared out by Kyle, and Utachims also picks it up. The last player, that's going to be Wiflord. He has a classic to play and nothing to answer there. It's going to be a 3k that Legendary picks, and a very quick round and a flawless coming in for the side of Technia Geniuses. Edge, I think you're going to agree. Technia Geniuses look a little bit and better polished as they started off.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do agree with that. I mean, Tech Geniuses, we know what kind of a team they are and the caliber that they have. So, Bennett Unstoppables, they should not give Tech Geniuses any, space to breathe. Because Tech Geniuses, if you give them a threat, they will hold on to it and pull you down. They won't cut down the thread. They're going to start pulling you down and then, get on top using the same goddamn thread, guys. So Bennett Unstoppables, you better be really, really careful every single round. Doesn't matter if it's an eco, doesn't matter if it's an anti-eco, doesn't matter if it's 1v5 and Legendary gets a kill on a Crow who had a Vandal. And Arsenal, I think, has spotted Legendary there, and Brainstorm is out as well, Lucy.
Oh my god. Bladestorm is out by Legendary, but Asuna's push is going to be very crucial. He should be able to pick up a couple of kills, but he's also getting backstab. But now Asuna will be able to pick one. Make it 2. He takes down the spike carrier. Very important. 21. But look at the backstab. It's TJ. He's coming in. TJ might be able to pick up the kill, but it needs to be a little bit fast because they're taking 3 control. And any moment now, as soon as the 3 control is taken, TJ will also go down. But no, TJ managed to take round. TJ is trying to fight with a Spectre in a long range. The Legendary and Kyle are making all the damage that is needed. And it's all up to the last player surviving. And now Kyrer needs to somehow find a clutch in this dream of a 1v3. He picks up 1, but Kyle immediately trades it. And it's going to be 3 against 1 player from the Bennett side of Bennett Unstoppables. Same will be the score line.
Oh, that's just kind of sad. I mean, that should never have happened, to be honest. And Tech Geniuses, they're going to be pretty happy with it. I mean, better Unstoppables, they had the weapon advantage as well. They're going to get up against one Phantom or 1 Vandal, I think. And they were like 4 Spectres, right? And Legendary, he just walks in casually towards the shot and gets a kill on the Crow. Doesn't even take a single hit. That was the point of time when he knew that the round was in their favor. But then the push coming in from Kyle right now. Ooh, boy, gets 1. Once again, a man advantage early into the round. My Bennett Unstoppables, but with Lord gets 1 onto Kyle, and Professor SV instantly gets a trade of his own. And oh no, is Wiflord gonna get detained? Never mind, he's not. There's a counter ult coming in from the defender skill tower, and ooh, Hunter's Fury will be used, and lockdown has been destroyed. And also, TJ gets a kill on the Kyra there. Okay, did not see that coming. But Wiflord in a 1v4 right now.
And he just has a Spectre to play with. Better weaponry on the side of Technia Geniuses. It was also a kind of a free upgrade. A good recon, I would say, but they're already pushed up. So it's going to be very difficult. And they make it. So it's going to be Legendary picking up the last kill 4-1. And still at a very huge disadvantage is the side of Bennett Unstoppables. But this is the same thing that we saw, Edge, if you remember. That once Bennett Unstoppables are taken out from their driving seat, they're not sure what to do. So they need to get a little bit aggressive because that's where they shine.
True about, I mean, yeah. But at the same time, I think it's time for a timeout. I know I usually talk about this every single time, but I think it's time for a timeout from the Bennett Unstoppables. Last time it was from the Tech Geniuses, but this time I think it's time for Bennett Unstoppables to call for a timeout and, you know, get back in the driver's seat, as Lucy mentioned. But it's TJ getting the first blood onto Asuna, and Legendary will be spotted with the drone, will get tagged up, but doesn't really matter because Tech Geniuses, they still have a man advantage, and no one's even close to Legendary there. Ooh, they were ready for the recon. Wiflord, it's TJ. He is 1 step ahead of you, and that operator drop is gonna cost Bennett Unstoppables a lot, by the way. I mean, if this round goes in favor of Tech Geniuses, we're looking at a potential 6-1. So Bennett Unstoppables, that Raze's position is going to be really crucial, by the way, Lucy. And Sova on site, Wiflord, he needs to take at least 1 or 2 down.
They need to turn this around and look at Bipolar. He pops up his ultimate, but Kyle, the timing, the peak, he destroys that ultimate. And right now, I feel very bad for Raze because KO is there. I mean, he's not there in this tournament, yes, so something not to be worried about. But with that ultimate also being increased to 8 points, it's just made Raze's life so difficult. And to be denied of such a huge ultimate with a headshot from Kyle, the timing of the peak, man, I think everything got destroyed there for the side of Bennett Unstoppables. As soon as they lost that ultimate, I think everything crumbled for the side of Bennett Unstoppables. Very unfortunate. Crow did manage to pick up 1 kill in this round, but it's time for him to save. It's time for him to sing a song another round. Right now, it's done and dusted to a 5-1. 4-round advantage coming in for the side of Technia Geniuses, and they're on the hunt. Edge, do you think they'll be able to take out this weapon from Crow?
They just might, to be honest. Never mind, Crow will actually get the kill on Legendary. But yeah, I mean, take a look at that skin, by the way, Lucy. The golden glitch pop looks absolutely beautiful, by the way, just pointing it out. But yeah, I mean, Crow was the only one that actually got both the kills there in that particular round, but that Raze, as you said, that showstopper, I think it was a good time to use the showstopper, but that Kyle, he was sneaky. He did not make any footsteps, and he thought that all of them were still in that market area. So as soon as he peeked, Kyle was ready with the headshot, and if that showstopper, popped off, he would have got an easy double kill there, to be honest, and that would have turned around. But instead, we're going into a force buy coming in from Bennett Unstoppable, so it's going to be really hard for them to put up against the players of Tech Geniuses right now, and that's going to be Hunter's Fury being used. Defenders Hunter's Fury this time, and Tax up one, might get the kill actually, never mind. We'll only type Killjoy there to really, I think that's 80 points of health. But yeah, all of them are towards B. There's going to be a B hard push coming in, and everything's going to be used, and Recon Bolt, drones, smokes coming in from Zed as well, Cloudburst, Shock Darts, 1 minute on the clock, and Tech Geniuses, it's time for the rush, and they are rushing in. Professor will get one. Arsenal is going to get taken out by Carl. That's going to be a 3 versus 5 already. Lucy, everything just going into the favor. Ooh, Kyle. That was really a close one, to be honest.
That's a great position and spam coming across. I mean, it was close. The head was really close from Bipolar, but right now Crow pops the head off Kyle. That's going to be a beautiful find coming in, but right now it's going to be a 4v3 retake coming. Legendary's position exceptional. He's going to find Crow, and right now Bipolar will be able to take one down, but immediate trades coming across. It's all up to Kyler. His position already compromised, and again it's going to be Legendary on the hunt. He wants to pick up this last gun that is there, but it's going to be a Judge, and he's very low in health. A beautiful shot coming across, but I don't think he's going to be able to survive for a lot longer. He tries to trade the weapon out there, but immediately gets shut down, and it's going to be TJ, and still Technia Geniuses in the driving seat. And we have talked about this, right? I mean, I'm a little bit hard stuck to watch this kind of a performance from Bennett Unstoppables. I did not imagine. It's kind of feeling like Bennett Unstoppables are choking. So, chat, what do you think? Is there a chance that they might make a comeback? Because we have seen Bennett Unstoppables. This being a defender's favored map, the way Technia Geniuses are, I would say, finding small faults, finding those small hitches that the side of Bennett Unstoppables are not exploiting, and Technia Geniuses is just taking this away. If you think there is a chance, start letting us know in the chat, but in the meantime, don't forget, because this is the start of semi-finale one, first map Ascent between Bennett and Tech, and hit that like button along with subscribe to show the support, because there are still 2 more maps pending where Bennett can make a comeback. It's still not done and dusted, but 7 rounds done, 5 more rounds to go. What do you think, Edge?
Oh, with 7 rounds done, Tech Genius is with the lead as well on the attacking side, and now the kills are using the lockdown, but the read is actually right coming in from the defenders, and Jed dashes in at the last second. That's going to be 0 place it in, but that's going to be the smokes almost being depleted. But look at Legendary with that legendary flank, gets one towards the market area, and yeah, I do understand it's a weird buy coming in. That's going to be a double kill for Legendary. Look towards the market, fella, because there's one right behind you, but they're not going to be pushing in anytime soon. Sova might get one here on the Jed. Where'd the goddamn Judge? But never mind, Legendary says no. Gets a third on to Wiffle out there. He's on for the ace here, Lucy.
One enemy remaining.
What? He's on a 4K. The last person. He's going to find him. He's going to spot him out. And look at him. He pops up his ultimate for the ace, and he takes it. He does not care. Such a huge investment. He says, I want it. And Legendary picks that ace with his ultimate. And I mean, the positioning, the way both of them were getting confused. Skyler, he knew he had a Judge. He could spam things out. But the ultimate also, Legendary's position was not great. But I thought the first updraft, he might end up using it immediately with the right click. But then he says, let's just not waste it, because it's going to be a huge ultimate. He managed to recompose himself. He again uses another updraft and destroys Kyler. A beautiful ace to get their access to the 7th point on their scoreboard.
7th round on the board for Tech Geniuses already. 8 rounds into the game. Look at the positioning and the gameplay, and they're switching things up as well. They're not playing slow every round. They're not playing it super fast every round as well. But right now, it looks like they're going to be taking the mid control towards that area. Maybe they might. Oh no, Legendary. Legendary. That alarm bot got him, and Crow will actually get the kill on Legendary this time. Gets a counter, and Omen. Oh, Crow is popping off, boy. Gets another one. He gets the 2 duelists there, by the way. So now all the 3 players are towards the A shot area. Or actually, there's one already on the site. KJ. Oh no, Astra, what are you doing? Urta seems will get the kill on the Kyle. Crow gets a triple for himself. It's going to be TJ with the trade now. But the A side is completely open. And both the players of the side of Tech Geniuses, they have 4 points of health. All the 3 coming towards the heaven. Lucy, 45 seconds on the clock. 3 versus 2 retake situation. Take it away.
It's doable. He has a recon to hold this fort strong for the side of Technia Geniuses. Post plan can also be played. Oh, they have an operator. That's going to be a huge investment if they want to make this work. And look at Asuna. He gets spammed out from hell. But there's going to be an Odin. Utta Teams reposition immediately. Beautiful play coming through. But look at this positioning from Utta Teams now. There's going to be a spam coming in very soon. Bipolar going in for a splashback jump, but does not work. And they rip again the side of Technia Geniuses. Oh my god, they managed to take down an operator, an Odin, and a Raze who was using Blast Pack to reposition. Bennett Unstoppables, they would be feeling really bad of that round. That should have been a round that the side of Bennett Unstoppables should have pulled back. But letting the recon ping your location, the spam coming in from Utta Teams, then immediately the crossfire being held from TJ, and Utta Teams was so perfect in that round. I wouldn't have asked for another show like that. That was just perfect to convert a 3v2 still for the favor of Technia Geniuses. And immediately Asuna goes in for a wide peak, gets taken down to such a low health. He's close to 20 or 30. That's all he's left in the tank now. And
oh my god. Yeah, I mean, they keep giving away the first blood, and that is not something that Tech Geniuses... Sorry, that's not something Bennett Unstoppables should do and would like, but Tech Geniuses is absolutely loving it. Jet is kind of low, but it doesn't really matter. The spike's gonna get planted. 4 versus 5 situation already. Man disadvantage, weapon disadvantage, and everything is a disadvantage right now. And 7 round lead as well. Bipolar. He is good for 1, to be honest, or he might actually go down to Legendary. And if Legendary gets a kill here, it's gonna be really weird. Ooh, look at that. That Boomber might actually get him, but never mind. Urta Teams gets 1, gets incinerated by Kyber down to a 4 versus 3. That clock is taken, and the positioning looks absolutely terrible from Unstoppables. Crow and Bipolar! Just as I said, terrible, they just did something incredible. So now, but the time actually looks like it's ticking away. It's TJ gets 1. Crow, he's running back to safety. He knows he heard Professor SV. Will take him to the class right now, and yeah, Crow will successfully save it, I guess. Yep, he will. But he did manage to save that Phantom or Vandal, I think. Yeah, he did manage to save the Vandal, but I don't think he can save the game if it keeps going this way.
9-1. They've just 2 more rounds to go. In the first half, and especially in the defensive half, they're not finding an opening. And a lot of these players are trying to go in for 4th place. You can look at that. Thereby, I would still not say it's good, because again, if they lose this round, they're completely destroyed. They go in for another eco, which will push the side of Technia Geniuses. Maybe if they convert this round to 11, a beautiful recon comes through, will reveal 2 people, and might be Crow spotted 1 more, but he knows there's going to be a tree push as well coming in. He's holding Cat, but TG along with him to support, so that crossfire is going to be very difficult. The read is really good coming in from the side of Bennett Unstoppables. They've held A side strong. There are 3 people backing up here. The cosmic divide comes through to divide the site in 2 different halves, but still execution not there. They immediately rotate. That's going to be a bait coming in, and if they take B side route, now it should be completely clear. Yes, Killjoy's utilities are there, but the positions are not great from the side of Bennett Unstoppables to deny the B side control.
Oh, Tech Geniuses, they're taking it slow. And yeah, quick question, Lucy, once again. Like, what do you think? If Tech Geniuses, I mean, it looks like they're going to be winning this match. So, what do you think? 2-0? Or do you think Bennett Unstoppables might make a comeback in Icebox?
I think it should be a 2-1. Bennett Unstoppables have been an exceptional team. Crow,
30 seconds left.
I mean, I think they're just missing the driving seat that I talked about. Oh my god. With Lord, the sound he made. I'll talk a little bit more after this round, because it's a little bit, the action is so much here that even taking your eyes off for a second is like, why did I do that, right? So again, a 2v3 situation. Edge, what do you think?
1 enemy
Spam.
remaining.
Ooh, I mean, what's Rage doing over there? Rage is kind of playing it really, really slow and bipolar.
Player standing.
Oh, he actually gets one. Okay, bipolar makes it happen. He makes up for that previous showstopper, I guess, and that's a beautiful collapse, a beautiful 1v2 coming in from bipolar. Yeah, that's actually, you gotta be proud of that, bipolar. You kind of saved the day for Bennett Unstoppables. That was actually done and dusted by Tech Geniuses. I mean, I thought that with the crossfire, they had no, I mean, bipolar had no chance, but then he gets a kill, turns around, gets another one onto his TJ, secures the second one on the board. But Tech Geniuses, they still have a lot of rounds in the bag, like 7 more, to be honest.
Man, that was a wonderful round coming in from bipolar. This is why I said let's finish the round, because Bennett Unstoppables do have a chance. It's just that they're missing something out today. They're unable to hold control. They're unable to deny the side. It's just Technia Geniuses, their composition, every round that they're switching up is just, I would say, better compared to the side of Bennett Unstoppables. Bennett Unstoppables are playing, I would say, kind of the usual, either 3 people again. No, TJ denies bipolar, but look at the ultimate. It should be able to pick up a kill. Asuna will be able to pick one up, so it's back to a 4v4. Health not looking great from the side of Technia Geniuses, but it was never a concern for the side of Tech Geniuses. They were exceptional. Whether they are at 10 or 20 in terms of HP, they'll still clutch that round. Owl Drone goes down to tiles. He'll spot TJ, but he's running away. So that should give them kind of information that they're moving out of that position. But the map control that the side of Bennett and Shovel this time have taken is really good. Utta Chims is rightly walking into it. Spams come across. Asuna will be able to pick one kill. So right now it looks like the side of Bennett Unstoppable should be able to
30 seconds
deny
left.
10-2.
Yeah, they might be able to deny, and that they should actually deny it. Because Tech Geniuses, if they reach the double-digit scoreline, Bennett Unstoppables, it's going to be really hard for them. But Kyle once again gets another one onto the jet there, and now the time is not on this side, and the health is not on this side as well. All the players are towards the A. Oh no, Crow.
Standing.
Okay, this is kind of weird. I think it's TJ thought that
Enemy
they
remaining.
got the kill on the Crow, and unfortunately not really sure what happened this round, Lucy. A lot of confusion and miscommunication, I believe, Lucy.
I mean, the clutch that happened, right? It's see this game, and there's going to be how you frag. First thing, there's going to be a second thing, that how good your team is in terms of communication. But the last thing at every game is going to be your mindset. I would say bipolar clutching that round, and Kyle as well as TJ whiffing their shots. I think it shifted their mindset, because of which they could not clutch that last round. But I think they should come up with a fresh start, and Bennett Unstoppables on the other end, they should find their driving seat as soon as possible, because right now for them it's still looking bleak. 9-3 is not a score to be at the second half, because if the side of defense picks up this pistol round, it's double digits, and immediately it gives them access to get to that 11th point that they can choose. So the side of Bennett Unstoppables, they are not at a scoreline. They do not have a lot of chances to play around. But Crow, look at the positioning. He tries to aggress out of the smoke. He'll be immediately destroyed. And look at that. Utta Chims again plays beautiful around with his Nebula. But bipolar finds that second pick. And bipolar finds the opening. Means Asuna starts and has a chance to push from mid. And Tiles has taken control. So mid control being taken out. But TJ, look at the shock touch being sent across. He'll manage to deny a little bit of the push coming through, but I guess it should be an execution coming to A still.
It looks like it's going to be an execute right now. With 55 seconds on the clock, and the spike is making its way towards A. Bipolar is kind of low to 29 points of health. That's going to be a pain shell used to us. Oh, but look at this. Professor SV's Swarm Grenade will get the kill onto Arson, and that's going to be the spike planted, I believe. Yep, Kyrie is planting the spike, and now in a 3v3 situation there. Raze is kind of low, but with Flood, he will find the kill onto Professor SV. Been unstoppable right now. They look unstoppable, but oh my god. Okay, Legendary. That was sick. Also gets a dink on Kyra there. It's TJ. Might get the kill on the KJ if he gets. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. It's TJ. That was sick, by the way. Was that a 1v2? I believe that was a 1. Oh, it was a 1v2. Because Legendary just got the kill on the Jet there. It was jumping. That was a 6 shot as well. But this is a sicker gameplay coming in from TJ. He was calm, right? He was calm. He knew he was going against two, and he was super duper calm, Lucy.
The way, I mean, he should have been there, because it was just going left and right. It was very unpredictable. But as you said, yes, the calm, the composure coming in from the side of it's TJ for Tech Geniuses. Look at that. That should have been around. I was telling that double digit should not be allowed. And TJ, what an opening he finds now. Utah teams get a little bit aggressive, but will be taken down. But a force buy coming in from the side of Bennett Unstoppables. Is it going to be worthy enough? Is it going to be enough? It's TJ, 7 bullets. He needs to play it smart. He does. He gets a clutch with 7. He's going in for a reload. He's found the opening. But again, he goes in for another fight. Bits a 3K there. Crow will be able to take him down, but that's going to be an advantage still, because they've been able to shut so much down, and it's all up to Kyler now. But Kyle says no as he picks both at market. What? I mean,
Bennett Unstoppables. Yeah.
This match, start of a semi-finale, Bennett Unstoppables as well as Technia Geniuses. For chat watching this match, Bennett Unstoppables are table toppers in their group when they qualified to playoffs, 3-0. Technia Geniuses, on the other hand, are 2-1, and the round differential is also not that great. They did have a little bit of a hard time going through, but I would say a runner-up is Technia Geniuses, Bennett Unstoppables being the winner in their group phase 2. But it's going to be Technia taking down this one hell of, I would say, Godzilla team? How?
Godzilla team. I think we can call them that right now. I mean, the way that Tech Geniuses is playing. Tech Geniuses, they're doing a really good job putting up against Bennett Unstoppables. I mean, I did not expect this kind of domination, especially in the semi-finale. But Legendary, he gets the kill on us, and instant trade up by Bipolar now. Gets the trade. It's TJ, by the way, with the Vandal. The teams gets one. Now it's all on Whifflord. In a 1 versus 4, will not be able to do anything because Kyle will absolutely destroy him. And now we're already on to match point. It feels like the match just started, but Tech Geniuses, they just want to end it right now.
I agree with you. It just feels like it started not less than maybe close to a minute or two. But the side of Technia Geniuses from the start, I mean, they, again, to remember the previous rounds, they just lost the first round. And after which, every round that they've played, they've made a comeback. Every round, and the last 2 rounds they lost were the end of the first half, and after which still the side of Bennett Unstoppables have not found an opening. As I say, Legendary says I'll find an opening. Our team is going to win because we are at match point, and Legendary, the nerves of steel on this man. He pushes out after getting 1 kill. He says I want 1 more. He gets hungry. He picks up another one, but look at Crow. He's getting a little bit too eager. He's alone here. The turret, if it spots him out, I think he's dead for the game. Legendary with a 3K, and look at the positioning. Professor SV, he's waiting just with his utilities. The play coming in, the utility usage, the gunpowder usage, and Professor SV times it perfectly, and it's a done round and a match and a flawless to end it.
Did not see that coming.
Did not.
Did not see that coming at all, especially from Tech Geniuses. I mean, yeah, both of our predictions went completely haywire there. 13-10, nope. 13-5, nope. Exactly. I mean, Tech Geniuses and Tech Geniuses, they just have something else in mind right now. I mean, let's just take a quick look at the scoreboard before we say anything. Crow, sitting on top for Bennett Unstoppables, 12 kills, 14 deaths. A decent gameplay for an Omen. 2 first bloods, he did good. Bipolar, on the other hand, 11 kills and 15 deaths. Not what I expected, especially from Bipolar being the duelist of Bennett Unstoppables. Also has 2 first bloods, by the way. And then Whifflord. For some reason, he whiffed, is what I'm going to say. 5 kills, 16 deaths. I don't think I've ever said that before about Whifflord. Or, as a matter of fact, any of the players of Bennett Unstoppables. And Asuna, 6-16, being a Jet with only 1 first blood, not the kind of Jet you want to be. And Kyber, 7-14, KJ, understandable. But then, moving on to Tech Geniuses, Legendary, 20 to 11. 75 econ rating, 4 first bloods, and 330 average combat score. We'll put It's TJ's gameplay. We'll just hold on It's TJ for a while and then move on to Kyle there. 17 kills, 8 deaths, 2.1 KD, 92 econ rating, 2 first bloods. Urta Teams, on the other hand, on the Astra, 239 average combat score, 14 kills, 9 deaths, and 79 econ rating, also has 2 first blood. So for Professor SV, although he was a KJ, he also has 4 kills, 9 deaths. Understandable again since he's a KJ, but he also has 1 first blood. And now, talking about It's TJ, to be honest, the MVP for me at least, 302 average combat score, 20 kills, 4 deaths, 5 kill death ratio there, and 7 assists as well, the highest in the team. 116 econ rating and 2 first bloods, 7 spike plants, and 1 diffuse. Keep in mind, he's a Sova. He's not a Sentinel, he's not a duelist, but he basically, did all the 3 roles, including the initiator's role there as well. 20 to 4, this is absolutely insane. I mean, Legendary was popping off, but it was It's TJ that was doing all the heavy lifting for the team when it was necessary, Lucy.
Man, the side of Technia Geniuses showed a new face today. That's, I would say, in simple words, if you were to put layman to understand, it's that a new face, or they just like a candy wrapper when it opens up, the chewing gum when you eat it for the first time, you feel that taste, right? That's what the side of Technia Geniuses showed us. They were on point today. There was no, I would say, mistakes in their executions coming in. And as you pointed out, every round they were switching up the pace. The pace was nowhere close to prediction from the side of Bennett Unstoppables. The side of Techno Geniuses was switching up every moment. Legendary, if you saw him pushing mid in one point in one round, it's going to be TJ pushing in another. It's going to be Utta teams in the next. They're switching up agents, they're switching up playstyles, they're switching up utility usage in a position, and they're changing things up each and every round. Man, how? Like, I mean, it's TJ, as you pointed out. Edge was on point. Even though Legendary and Kyle played together, but it's TJ, the recons, the shock darts, and the cover fires that he was providing when the spike was being planted, when it was a clutch situation coming in, he pulled up the big guns. I mean, for him to clutch a pistol round there was amazing to watch. That was not easy. It was going to be a 1v3. Legendary comes to saves the day, but then TJ says, Legendary, you have done your job. Now it's up to me, and I will do it. I will do it for the team. I mean, I'm a little bit short of words here because there was so much happening in that first matchup itself. Never thought it would be that close. Never thought that the side of Technia Geniuses would drive it like that. It's an eye-opener. I mean, again, if you remember it, we always told this to all the teams, because if you think that your competition is just climbing up 2x, 3x, no, it's exponentially rising. If it was 2x the previous time, it's going to be 10 or 20x. And Technia Geniuses, with the match 1 or map 1 itself, they brought that. They brought the A game. They understood this is knockout here. They cannot be on the runner-up spot just like they were in the phase 2. We need it all, and we need to head into the grand finale. They have their priorities right. Cash prize, our first place, we want that.
Yeah, not just the cash prize there. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's TJ and Legendary. They're aiming for that best player as well. And player of the week, I think it's TJ is already a contender for that. I've seen him be super consistent. One of the most consistent players I've seen. And also the econ rating, you've seen it, right? 116. And econ rating, you gotta be consistent with that as well. And it's TJ. He always has a really good econ rating because he plays Sova, by the way. And also the combat score on It's TJ was good. So It's TJ, he's basically contending for all the 4, solo awards. At the same time, he's contesting for that first position of 80,000 rupees. I mean, it does get divided among the 5 players, but the solo things, not gonna get divided, fella. So he's looking closely around 20,000 there. That's gonna be really interesting. But that's gonna be the thing from match number 1. Bennett Unstoppables unfortunately did not do a really good job on the map of SN. But if I'm not wrong, I think that was a map pick of Tech Geniuses. because Ben Unstoppables, they started off on the defenders side, and Tech Geniuses started off on the attackers. So I'm just guessing it's the map pick of Tech Geniuses. It is, yeah. So we'll be moving on to the map of Icebox. Map pick of Bennett Unstoppables, if I'm not wrong. And Icebox, we know what Bennett Unstoppables can do, but at the same time, Tech Geniuses, they had a really good game against DSU Panthers the other day on the map of Icebox, but then DSU made an insane comeback. So
Yep.
in their minds, they're good, but are they better than Bennett Unstoppables is the question I have in my head right now. Because Icebox, starting off on the defender's side, Tech Geniuses, last time they crumbled on the defender's side, and now they're starting off on the defender's side. What do you think, Lucy?
Exactly. I agree with you completely that Technia Geniuses, they are in the game right now. Their head is completely there. But if they take it over, the confidence part that we have talked about, they kick it off too much certain times. I mean, that match, you were completely right. DSU Panthers versus Tech Geniuses, they had taken it to 10-11, 10-1. But all of a sudden crumbled. They did not find their way. They completely got destroyed there. So let's see if that's the same case, because the game is ready, the players are ready, and it looks like Bennett Unstoppables don't want to be stopped anymore. They want to make sure they convert this match. And agent selection, Bennett Unstoppables, look at them. They're angry right now, Edge. They are like, we are locked and loaded. Tell the side of Technia Geniuses to lock in because we want to finish this off. They cannot walk away with a round of 13-3 and tell that they are the better team. We are going to bring our game back. So again, it should be a 2-1, talking about the whole match of semi-finale 1. But prediction for this match, I again hold my cards strong for the side of Technia Geniuses. Maybe here we might end up seeing 13-7. What do you think, Edge?
Well, since you go in with Tech Geniuses, I'm still gonna stick to my fellas on the side of Bennett Unstoppables. And once again, I'll just say that it's gonna be 13-5 in the favor of Bennett Unstoppables. Because this time I see a Kyra has switched to the Viper, and Crow has switched places with Kyra and picked that KJ up. Everyone else are actually on the same things except Asuna, who picked the Sage. So they're going in with one duelist, and they're starting off on the attacking side. Tech Geniuses, on the other hand, Urta seems back on his classic signature Omen. Professor SV back on his signature Sova. Legendary sticking to that Sage. It's TJ, Sage, Kyle, his signature Reina there. So a pretty basic lineup from Technia Geniuses, and Bennett Unstoppables, they switched a couple of things up, going into the map of Icebox with single duelist. Let's see how that works out for them. But at the same time, Tech Geniuses, they have no Sentinel. I mean, apart from Sage, obviously. So if Tech Geniuses can hold on and hold off sites and maybe, get 6 rounds on the board in the first half, I think they might be walking away with the series victory here.
I think so too. What do you think, chat? Who do you think has a really good chance? As Ed said, will there be the side of Technia Geniuses picking off 6 rounds from the get-go, or is it going to be a Bennett Unstoppables finally answering back? Start putting in your predictions in the chat, and as well, don't forget to hit that like, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you are enjoying this and are completely baffled by what is happening here. Make sure you hit the subscribe along with that, because you will also soon get a chance to participate in a lot of college tournaments being organized from Good Game 1. Right now, the pistol round has been kicked off and the recons are being sent. They're looking for information. The aggression is not being done from the side of Technia Geniuses. And look at the head has been spotted from Bipolar. Bipolar fights and he gets that first initial frag. First blood working out. It might be the second one also coming, because Professor SV, he did not know Bipolar was on top. The poison, or I would say the Viper's wall coming through, that denied the vision. But Kyle, he plays clean and composed, gets to an initial pick, gets overheal for himself. Utta achieves with a right click. When the spike was about to be planted, takes down the spike carrier. Professor SV will go down to Crow. Kyle will be able to pick off 2 beautiful headshots, makes it a 3k legendary with a backstab. He says good night for them with the Sheriff. The way the side of Technia Geniuses bought themselves time on the side of B? How? The
That
poison
should
cloud
not have happened.
through, toxic screen coming through. So many things, but still.
There.
Yep, that should not have happened. And Kyle, What were those headshots, man? I mean, he was out in the open. He just pulls out his ghost and boom, headshots bipolar there. And that was the end of the round, by the way. So, everything just went into their favor. I mean, it was going into the favor of Bennett Unstoppables, but then they switched things up, right? Tech Geniuses, they have geniuses in their name for a reason. And right now, it's going to be a Byron coming in and an eco for the side of Bennett Unstoppable. So this should be an easy round. Look at that stinger play coming in from Urta teams. That ADS stinger. Oh my god. He got a headshot onto KJ and also dinked Kyber. But Bipolar actually gets a kill onto Professor SV with the paint shells. That was unexpected. Urta gets one. Will get traded out by Wiflod, but that's about it. Look at this.
Ouch!
It's TJ. He's still carrying on with that momentum from last game, by the way, Lucy.
I mean, they're trying to rub a little bit salt in the wounds that the side of Bennett Unstoppables are on right now, because I'm pretty sure that's gonna deal a little bit of damage. But right now, Wiflord finds the opening. He says, whether we win or lose this round, let's get additional creds for just the spike plant. But I think it's done and dusted. Kyle will be able to pick Wiflord out of the board. It's going to be a 2-0 to start things off. Technia Geniuses are strong, and the way they're playing this map of Icebox, as you said, having a single sentinel, that too only a Sage. They understood that they cannot be too much passive here. If they are, the side of Bennett Unstoppables will be easily pushing into sites and take control of it, as well as get advantage in the number of player count. So they need to be a little bit aggressive in picking off the initial frags, so they're doing that. But right now, Bennett Unstoppables, full buy coming in, full shields, but a bonus coming in for the side of Tech Geniuses. They are playing with the same old weapons from the second round.
That might be a mistake if you ask me, because I see two stingers there, and stingers going up, Spectres going head to head against Vandals and Phantoms, I can understand, but stinger, not really sure. I can even understand. It's gonna sting either of one of them, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I mean, Sheriff going up head to head against Phantom and Vandal, still understandable, but that stinger, not really sure. But let's see if Legendary can actually land this shot onto Sage. There, will not. But look at Omen's position. He's being a cheeky little guy there with the stinger. Ooh. That was a sound cue, wasn't it? Oh my god, the Urta team just made that jump when the Jet took a shot, so that the jump sound will be muffed. And oh my god, that coordination and teamwork, that's what I need in my team, to be honest, dude.
The play, look at them, they're still able to deny so much. Kyle is being pinged, but he does not worry about it. And Kyle will be able to get on top of a battle with a Phantom. He goes into safety, but look at him, he comes in again for a fight, picks up another kill. That's going to be a 4v3 advantage for the side of Technia Geniuses still, but the rifles need to be recovered. They should be able to pick off two, one Spectre and one, I would say, Phantom there. But look at this, Kyrer, the positioning was better. He finds an angle, picks off Professor SV, a 3v3. TJ was crisp on his headshot with the Sheriff that he was landing, but there's a backstab also coming in from Legendary. He's at a really great spot. He needs to find a couple of picks. Misses his first shot, finds the second one. There's one person at Sandwich. He needs to find this kill. Wiflord finds two there, brings it to a 2v1. Now TJ's position already compromised. Crow pushes in. This was a round that they need to get, but they just made it too costly for the side of Bennett Unstoppables. I mean, it's a bonus. Nonetheless, they did also lose a round. But Technia Geniuses, I'm pretty sure they're happy, because look at the dent, look at the damage they did to the economy for the side of Bennett Unstoppables just with the start of the fourth round.
Ooh, yeah, fourth round. The economy damage on to the side of Bennett Unstoppables. I mean, they did win the round, but at what cost? You know the meme? Yeah, exactly. So it's something like that. But yeah, Tech Geniuses, that was a really close round once again. It was a 1v2 with the Sheriff. Almost pulled it off, and that would have been an insane round. But Bennett Unstoppables, they did manage to secure the round, and save themselves from, from another round of eco there. That's what I would say. But Tech Geniuses right now, they're going to be investing everything, and they have an operator picked up on Legendary as well. So this is going to be a crucial round for both the sides. And no one's position is still not compromised. Oh my god, Urta seems to make a lot happen here. And that distraction coming in from Reyna, it's going to be really crucial. If Omen can get one, actually that's going to be Reyna getting one. So Urta teams, he's still good for a couple more kills. His position is still not compromised, Lucy.
I mean, he did not get greedy and try to do a pre-fire. If he did, they would have known. But right now he does not do. Recon comes across. Crow's position gets compromised. No, Crow. No, if you would have pushed, you would have been taken down. But right now he goes back. He's regrouping with his team because the spike is making its way to A. But there's an operator here. The operator is ready. The owl drone is being scoped to clear the side, but the owl drone should be able to spot one. But look at that! That should have been a collide, but
30
nonetheless,
seconds
Bipolar will go down. They have taken down their entry Fragger, and right now a 3v5. Yes, health not that great, but Legendary still making it work. Picks up the second. They've taken down the spike carrier, the positioning play coming in, and look at this Kyle again. Uttachins on another backstab. Flawless is what Technia geniuses are doing, and they've made sure the mistakes are not repeated and they don't get too confident, or even calling it overconfident might not be wrong. They're not doing this today. They understand the stakes that they are in, the stakes that they will be losing if they do not close this. They're already at an advantage, and as you said, Edge, if they manage to take this map, they've already got the series for semi-finale 1 and they'll be easily heading over to grand finale.
Yeah, looks like Ben Unstoppables are actually, in a tough spot right now. And the stakes are high, and there's no space for any mistakes. And oh, that reveal was on point. And I think they have Viper, and that's going to be the Blaze Storm out as well. Legendary gets 1 kill. Wayflower gets another one. Actually, Wayflower, that was the first kill for him. And now in a 2 vs 4, they can still do it, to be honest. They have 1 gun retrieved. And Legendary, unfortunately, misses out all his blades. But Kyle with the answer back, and now Wayflower, I believe in a 1 vs 4, will actually go down to Legendary's Sheriff there. That's going to be 4-1. Tech Geniuses once again walking away with the lead there. 3 round. Ben Unstoppables, they're having a tough time climbing the mountain, but at the same time, Tech Geniuses, they're just having a walk in the park.
There.
I agree. The side of Technia geniuses, they're having a walk in the park because each and every round that you're seeing, the utility usage, the setup coming in. If you see, either it's Professor SV setting up his teammates for success or scoping up for information. Last time you saw, there was Utta Chims as well as it's TJ at B-Long, very aggressive. He puts down a recon, understand there's nobody there, tells his teammate, I think the fight could work out in their favor. Now again, look at the recon coming in from Professor SV, puts up an aggressive one. Nobody gets revealed, but he still finds 1 kill. Utta Cheems again. He was trying to lurk. He does find a kill on top of the boxes, and now again a disadvantage to start things off. Utta Cheem gets punished. Little bit greedy, not always beneficial, but right now, slowly, the side of Bennett Unstoppables are trying to turn it around, but the map control so much at A that if they manage to enter AA with even the slightest of information, an operator and a vandal are waiting for them.
An operator and vandal are indeed waiting for them. And I mean, look at that. Once again, a man advantage for Tech Geniuses. They're trying to take it slow, Ben Unstoppables, but they do have a Viper Speed available this time. So that ultimate might actually be the reason they might actually win the round. But no, that drone a bit too quick is what I feel like. And Kyrer will get the kill on TJ as well. Oh, that snakebite almost got the kill. And yeah, Legendary in a really good spot, to be honest. But he kind of has to move a little bit. Oh no, that the spike. It's out in the open, and Legendary has a clear shot at it. He misses it, to be honest. Oh no. Oh no, Lucy. This is not looking good. Kyle might actually win this for them.
Spike down. 1 enemy remaining.
Oh! Okay. No words, but at the same time, what the hell was that? How did that round even go into the favor of Tech Geniuses? I mean, Ben Unstoppables had a really good positioning. They had really good positioning, and they also had the spike, and they also had ultimates available, right? Cage's ultimate as well. The side was completely open, but then Legendary getting that kill onto Viper completely, destroyed all the hope that Ben Unstoppable had.
Scanning ahead.
Yep, man. They're destroying, man. Again, recon perfect coming in from it's TJ, but again, Professor SV, I mean, sorry, not CJ, my bad. It's going to be Wiflord. But right now, look at it. They understand they're going to be very aggressive. But one person has already pushed into kitchen. And he's making this lurk work. He has heard the sound cue of Legendary. If he comes out of kitchen right now, it's going to be a free kill. He might be also able to pick a kill on Sova. But right now, they've repositioned. And I'm pretty sure Crow... Oh no, Crow spots two people. But Crow does not find a kill. He gets punished there. That was such a beautiful lurk. All he had to do was commit to an angle and take one person out. Rather, he keeps checking both, turns left and right now look at it's TJ's position. He's stuck at yellow box. Nobody knows that. And the ultimate gets used, and I think it should be TJ who should be able to clear that. But no, it's TJ does not. It's going to be Utta. Teams will be taking down Bipolar, but in the meantime, it's going to be brought to close to an advantage. 3v3 is where, and Asuna with the backstab. He's been able to clean a lot of people, but Professor SV, he's doing his own cleanup. Wiflord brings it to a Sova v Sova, and 7 bullets on the... Professor! 7 bullets is all he had, and he says, that's okay. I have a Vandal, right? So... headshot is what I'm going to connect. And Professor SV, I've told this, guys, for all the people watching Professor SV, if he is from their respective college and if he does coaching classes, leave other coaching classes, please enroll to Professor SV. Take that name down, because this man has been exceptional with the agents that he's played, the setups, the utility setups are on point coming in from Professor SV, irrespective of the agent. He makes best plays with his utilities.
That he does, and you're right about that, Lucy. We need that coaching classes from Professor SV right now. I mean, I hope it's a real professor's name, you know, like Professor SV, as we've already mentioned, talked about this before. Hope that's a real professor's name, and they're just playing, you know, tribute. Maybe they love the teacher, they love the professor. Or maybe the student, you know, wants to become a professor in the future. It's either of them, and whatever it is, he's really good in the game, at least. And looks like, you know, if he's good in the game, I'm pretty sure he's good with the physics as well, because he's doing a lot of insane Sova shock darts and recon lineups. I mean, some of them I haven't even seen ever, to be honest. You know, I got to learn a lot of new things from Professor SV himself. But Wiflord too, on the other hand, is a really good Sova. Unfortunately, not his team. I mean, his team is not performing well today. But usually, Wiflord, I mean, Ben and Subwolves, to make it to the semi-finale, it's not an easy. It's not an easy task, right? They had to fight their way here from 48 teams to top 4. That's a really tough fight there. I don't think tough fight is the right word to use, but yeah, tough fight is what it is right now. But Tech Genius, on the other hand, they were plus 51 round difference, and they were there for a reason, because they were being completely dominant. And there's only one team I think that has been able to beat them, and that was DSU Panthers. And if Tech Geniuses win this game, and if DSU win their game tomorrow, we will be having one hell of a rematch and one hell of a grand finale there for us day after tomorrow. But for now, Tech Genius and Ben and Subwolves, it's not over yet. Let's not count Ben and Subwolves out just yet. I mean, it's not over until it's over. Looks like we're going in for a small technical timeout. So yeah, Lucy, what do you think? Ben and Subwolves, can they make a comeback, or are Tech Geniuses who are going to walk away with the win here?
Comeback is on the cards. I mean, Wiflord, even in the map of Ascent as well as on the map of Icebox, he's playing it out well for his team. I mean, he is landing those headshots. He's trying to keep his team surfacing above the water rather than drowning immediately. But at the end of the day, they are not able to create space for him. Wiflord, we have seen him clutch rounds. I mean, Sova, we have seen so many clutch lords. I mean, even though the Wiflord is there, we have seen a lot of clutches done just by a Sova. Any character in the pro tournament that does play, Sovas are kind of those clutch agents which, in a hard-stuck situation, let their team come out with a victory, right? So Sova is doing that job for Wiflord here. He's making it work, but again, the team is not in synchronous coming in from the side of Bennett Unstoppables. Not sure why. It's either the side of Technia Geniuses who have seen Bennett Unstoppables play, and as I've said, Bennett Unstoppables are an aggressive team. Right now, we have resumed the clock. The match is starting off. Bennett Unstoppables, until they manage to put down their aggression to be really strong, I don't think they have a chance. If they manage to do that, it should be an easy comeback for them. But if they leave the side of Technia geniuses to keep exploiting, to have a lot of information compared to them, then they will have a hard time. And again, look at that. They get one kill, become a little bit too greedy. Kyle says, oh, that's what you're looking forward to? No worries. I do have something hidden, and that's going to be a kill, and he picks it up. Hunter's Fury coming in. Asuna was ready for the kill. Professor immediately trades out, and now again, the Viper's Pit gets denied. And one more thing, Edge, the Viper Pit is going to be a costly utility as we go forward. Right now, we have seen Viper's utility can be cast a little bit forward, right? But there's a new patch. I'm not sure if it's put in or not. The new patch only allows the Viper Pit to be enabled around her, so she cannot cast it further anymore. And that's going to be a hit for the Viper players.
That is going to be a hit. That's a big nerf coming in. Maybe 30 seconds on the clock, and the Viper's ult available, and Hunter's Fury is still available. Oh, it's actually being used right now, and I think he has tagged one of the players, but that's about it. And now Sova's position has been known, and Sage might actually take him down. It's TJ, gets the kill on the Biflood. Now Bearpolar will be planting the spike. Oh, never mind. SV denies it. Kyrer in a 1 versus 3 with 9 seconds on the clock. There's nothing he can do, because Professor SV, it's getting late for the class, fellas, and Professor SV is going ham right now. 7-1. He's just on another level. Like, what are those shock darts, man? I mean, I haven't seen a lot of shock dart lineups, but the way Professor SV, uses his shock darts, I feel like I usually play Jet, but I feel like I actually want to, switch to Sova right now, just because, I mean, those lineups look really cool to use, and it also makes me look like, I'm a genius if people ever spectate my gameplay. So maybe I should start playing Sova from now.
I mean, I agree with you. Oh my god, that seems gets a little bit too greedy here. So 2 people have already gone down, but Kyle says, that's okay. That's our regular. We have done this multiple times, so this should be something that we should be able to pick it out. But Kitchen is being taken control of. Professor, he's slowly making his way. He's wondering that there should be somebody who's already entered A side, so he's slowly making his way across. But right now, sound. TJ is making a lot of sound, and Asuna is not going in for the fight. That is smart, because if he picks up that fight and it does not come on top of it, he's going to go down and also give information that they've already entered B side. But now Professor, he needs to be vigilant. But look at the play. Look at them being vigilant. Kyle will be able to res Legendary back to the feed, bring it to a 3v3 situation. They do have control of B side. The spike is also getting planted, so the retake will be a little bit difficult because not a lot of ultimates available from the side of Tech Geniuses. This is going to be a very good plant coming in from them, but right now it needs to be defended.
It needs to be, and now in a 3 versus 3 retake situation, 45 seconds on the clock, and Sova is kind of really far away. Oh no, perfectly timed swarm grenade. Gets the kill on a legendary now, and oh no. Everything's just perfectly timed coming in from Bennett Unstoppables. Everything was perfect. And Tech Geniuses, not so smart this time, will be taken down, and that's going to be the second round on the board for Bennett Unstoppables. That was a really good round coming in from them. And the post-plant positions and the timing of the snake bite and the swarm grenades were absolutely on point, Lucy.
On point. I mean, advantage again, as I said, they need to defend inside the Viper's Pit. As soon as you try to enter, the Viper's Pit is going to start doing damage, and any damage dealing utility being used along with it, it's going to get you a free kill. That's what, one with the Nano Swarm, next with the Viper's Pit, and then with the rifle kill itself. I mean, it was SMG kill, but nonetheless, they managed to convert it. So they get the second round, very important, but right now Cred is still super strong from the side of Technia Geniuses, so they'll still be fighting it hard. The operator is still online. The ultimate gets used. Kyle is not great in terms of health, but they're looking forward to rotate. The ult has been committed from Utta Change to rotate from B. But Asuna will be able to find. Asuna will be able to find two. Utta teams will be immediately shut down. All that nonsense coming in from Asuna. But right now, Utta teams is the only person surviving. They're trying to push him off. He's stuck at rafters. Beautiful paranoia. He connects. And TJ will be able to pick one kill on top of it. Utta teams will be able to take down the spike carrier. Bring it back to a 3v2. They don't care about where they are. TJ is not looking at the screen. TJ, he's so much concentrated on the positioning play coming through at pipes. Oh, what was that? Right on the screen. How? Crow will be able to pick one, but Legendary as usual, every time with his backstab. He's making so much sound again, takes down the spike carrier, 12 bullets that he has, and he clutches it!
Easy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, when he started shooting at Raze, who was actually just walking away towards the rafter area, I actually thought that Killjoy might actually just plan to turn around and get the kill, but what was that from Legendary? I mean, he got the kill on the KJ, and then Raze just casually walks into his crosshair. That's just unfortunate, and a lot of miscommunication from Unstoppables. And once again, as I always say, Lucy, it's time for a tactical timeout from Ben Unstoppables, because we've already seen that they do have the potential, but it's just not going their way right now. So a timeout is needed. They need to get their heads straight, make sure that everyone's on the same page right now, because 6-round lead for Tech Geniuses already on the defensive side, where they were actually lacking the other day. If this is the improvement from Tech Geniuses when compared to the other day. Oh, look, Professor SV and Asuna. Oh my god. Oh no, Professor SV, that was just a freebie given away, Lucy.
The way he timed that jump, I mean, a lot of people will start sussing that, but the way he timed it was brilliant there. But right now, they find an opening at B side, they take it. Viper's ultimate not available right now. Shock touch being lined up. Shock touch does damage. Oh, it does not. It was lined up for green box, but it was safely planted right now under nest. And look at the spam coming through. The Stinger trying to do damage. Yes, it does, but the kill is being confirmed from Legendary. Has 3 bullets. He's looking for a backstab, but right now the side of Bennett Unstoppables are hard stuck at side. One at Elo, one at lobby. When Utta Chims takes one, Utta Chims with 10 bullets. He's trying to find another one. Whifflord with the Spectre is just better, but Legendary is even better because he had a 2k. He just wanted to make it a 3, and he does it. And that's another round that the side of Technia Geniuses are closing on. Last round that we are heading into Edge, and do you think there's a chance that Bennett Unstoppables make a comeback? Last round.
I mean, we're going at another 9-3, are we? We might actually go for another 9-3 here, just like the previous game. And if that happens, Bennett Unstoppables might have a chance of making a comeback. But if that does not happen, then Tech Geniuses will be hitting that double-digit scoreline in the first half itself. That's gonna break the confidence. But Bennett Unstoppables, they have the resurrection available, and if they can make it 9-3 on the defensive side, I think they can actually make a comeback here, Lucy.
They can, but the weapon is not an advantage that they have. We saw an Ares, a couple of Spectres being handled. But Utta Chims, he's at a beautiful spot to throw that paranoia. It would have had 3 people at least. Right now, 2 owl drones is going to try to find information. Utta Chims tries to do a fake with his shrouded step there, and he managed to go back. But in the meantime, 2 people will be picked off on site. Asuna and Bipolar will be able to find the opening. Whifflord makes it a 3rd, so I think we are heading into a 9-3. Another Utta Chims trying to make an outplay here. The paranoia does work. He's brought it to a 2v4. It's still doable. These people can always do it from the side of Technia Geniuses, but I think the post plant is a little bit better right now. Utility usage is what they should play on, but if they don't, and if they get a little bit too eager, this round is again lost. But right now, I think this should be close to being done. Recon, beautiful. Whifflord spams it across. Ultimate gets used, and it's all done and dusted. And Edge, as you said, we are heading to a 9-3. It's a repeat of what we saw on the map of Ascent in the first half. Yes, the tables have turned. The teams are vice versa in terms of attack and defense. But right now, heading into attack, Technia Geniuses were already an aggressive team, and they're heading into attack. So it's kind of, you talk about that, right? Like a match made in heaven. being aggressive and putting a team on an attacking end, it should work out. It is kind of the perfect fit for a puzzle piece. But if they don't, there's always a possibility that Bennett and Stubbles make a comeback.
9-3 and Tech Geniuses once again with a 6-round lead, starting off on the defender side and now moving on to the attackers. I think they have a really good chance of closing this game 13-5, to be honest there. But Bennett and Stubbles, they have a chance right now. If they can win this special round, they can turn everything around. So this is the final chance that they have, and that nade dealt a lot of damage, if I'm not wrong, on the Jet there. Bipolar will be taking a lot of damage as well, but there's a save, so he will be healing. Jet back to 100 points of health, and Bipolar, he's gonna get the heal from his sage as well. But Legendary almost gets taken down. They're down to 6 points of health, and they're waiting who to heal. Is it gonna be Sage? It's gonna be Jet, yeah, being healed. And that wall of Viper almost, did a lot of damage, while you cross it, but after you get back to it. But now Crow will get the information that's gonna be a hit, because the third has spotted multiple players, and Kyle will get 4 versus 5 Bennett Unstoppables. It's not looking good for them. And Whifflord, oh no. Well, while Crow gets one, Crow might get another one actually. Never mind, Legendary will be the one getting the kill. Whifflord jumps right in front of Kyle. Will get taken down. Bipolar in a really bad position there. Will go down in the hands of Legendary, and Viper the only one alive now. Lucy, 1 versus 4. Oh my god.
Pistol round, but Utta Cheems, look at him, he's playing around his own smokes. He's going to spot that person, but he turns around, misses that shot. Kyrer will be able to pick up 2. Legendary says no more nuisance, 3k for him. But I really like the setup coming in from Technia Geniuses. Again, same thing, it looks like a complete repeat what is happening. Are we going to see a force buy from the side of Bennett and Stubbles? If they do it, it's going to be a repeat of what we saw on the map of Ascent. But looks like they are not doing that. They should be able to bring it back. Edge, I mean, they brought it so close, but I think it's just the side of Technia Geniuses putting a fight with numerous people on site. If you see, it's not Legendary alone, or it's not Kyle alone when they're trying to put up a fight in a particular site. It's going to be Kyle, TJ, Professor, name it, all of them. They are together putting up a fight. But Shrouded Step has been heard from Asuna. And look at that, Utta Cheems also knows that he's given a sound cue, but in the meantime a push has already been done from A main, and he's trying to run away. Beautiful time Shrouded Step. He runs away to kitchen, but right now he needs to be worried because there's one person on site, and I think he's going to go down, but he survives. He's running out. The spike has been planted, and Bipolar will be able to deny any further nuisance from Utta Cheems to do a backstab. They should also be able to get that SMG off of his body, but right now, is it doable? What do you think, Edge? Spike planted.
He's definitely doable, but look at this post-round position coming in. It's going to be 4 versus 4 situation. It's going to be Legendary with the call. Kyle with a double, and Legendary with a triple, doing everything for the side of Tech Geniuses. Makes it 11-3. For a slight second, even I thought they might be able to do it because it was a 4 versus 4, right? And they also have a Spectre in hand. But then Kyle and Legendary, they stepped up. They stepped up to the plate, and now it's going to be crucial for Bennett Unstoppables. Tech Geniuses, they need 1 round for map point and series point, and Bennett Unstoppables, they need 9 rounds to get to that 12 score line to have that map point, and also maybe a potential overtime. But right now it's going to be a buy round coming in for Bennett Unstoppables, and if they lose this, it's all done and dusted, Lucy. But if Technia Geniuses, to be honest, it doesn't really matter even if they lose this round, because it's a bonus round, and Legendary will be the one getting the kill. Bipolar will get taken down before getting the double kill. But right now, Legendary, that was crisp. That was crispier than a goddamn French fry. But yeah, Professor SV will get another one. Now 1 versus 4 once again, just like that, Lucy. Nothing's going in the favor of Bennett Unstoppables. I think Bennett Unstoppables finally are being stoppable.
I mean, this is the wrong time to be stopped. This is a wrong time to turn off the engines for the side of Bennett Unstoppables. They have not found any openings. Skyrer again in the same 1v4 clutchable situation, unclutchable situation, I would say. Because 1v4 being a Viper is doable if you don't give your information. If you give your information, they'll be able to take you down, because the utilities that you would have you would have either put it in a different site. If you're coming for a 1v4, that means that your utilities have already been placed at a different site, and for you to recover that, there's no way. Toxic screen, not at all. You can recover the poison cloud, but how much can you do with that? And with that, we are heading into match point, and it looks like Bennett Unstoppables, as you said, Edge, they've finally managed to put brakes down. They managed to put a huge boulder in front of Bennett Unstoppables and said this is the end of the road. There's no more Unstoppables that you can walk away with.
Yep, no more Unstoppables, and Tech Geniuses, they're on their way to a really flawless victory right here. It's TJ, will be the one, maybe, the final blow on the Bennett Unstoppables there. But now in a 3 vs 4, Empress has been pod. There's no ultimates available on the side of Bennett Unstoppables. 1 minute on the clock, and Spike is slowly making its way towards that A side where there's no one there, by the way. But now Viper and Bipolar, they're kind of reading this. They're kind of reading into the minds of Tech Genius, and they kind of know that Empress, and by the way, that Empress is going to run out pretty soon. So Tech Geniuses, they have to make it work. And okay, that's going to be a sound cue given from Reina. Wiflord will be the one getting the kill on Ruta James. Down to a 3 vs 3, but can't get the kill on the Kyrie. Oh no, he gets a double. It's all on Wiflord. 1 vs 3 to save the day, save the progress of Bennett Unstoppables. That's going to be it. Kyle with the serious kill, to be honest. Tech Geniuses 13-3 again. A total domination in semi-finale number 1, and Bennett Unstoppables did not see that coming. There's no way anyone could have predicted this particular scoreline, not once but twice. I mean, we did go with particular scoreline. I did predict 13-5 both the times, but completely the other way around. But still, no one could have said 13-3 into the favor of Tech Geniuses against a team like Bennett Unstoppables. They were a super dominant team in the group stages and in the phase 2 as well. But Tech Geniuses, on the other hand, they have a lot more in the bag for us, Lucy, that's for sure.
I agree with you, Edge. There's a lot more in the bag right now, but let's take let's take a look at what damage the side of Technia Geniuses have done. Legendary 23-7, 351 average combat score, 100 econ rating, 4 first bloods. Plant he has gotten 1. Kyle 21 and 6 deaths for himself, 74 econ rating, 332 average combat score, 2 first bloods. Professor SV 11 kills, 9 deaths, 2 first bloods. Utta Cheems 10 kills, 14 deaths, 1. It's TJ 7 and 9. Wiflord, he was a crucial player. I mean, he did so much for his team, but 12-12, he's literally stuck at 1. 221 for him for average combat score. Crow along with him 218, but Bipolar, being the only duelist, could not do a lot. But again, Edge, I think it's about the composition that the side of Bennett Unstoppables could not rely on. You have talked always about this. If you have a duelist, a solo duelist, there needs to be a secondary duelist or a pseudo duelist. In case somebody goes down, he needs to pick up that bag and he needs to say that I will do the entry frags for your team. Because if you look at the side of Bennett Unstoppables, there's only 3 first bloods from Asuna, who was a Jet, but this time turned to a Sage. And how much can you play around with him? They managed to give away 3 first bloods, but that is, I guess, maybe the 3 rounds that went out. But that's all. Everybody else mostly are sitting with 1s and 0s. So binary compared to maybe modern, if you can, if you want to call it, with 4-2, all the numbers that is there, compared to only the binary digits, the numbers get the victory, right? The natural numbers. Man, what a grand showing.
A grand showing indeed. I mean, that's a dominant performance coming in from Tech Geniuses. Did not expect this kind of a dominance. I mean, one game in their map pick, understandable, but then the same kind of dominance in map number 2, that is Icebox, the one where they actually stumbled the last time against DSU Panthers. This is a really good improvement coming in from them. So Tech Geniuses, they're going to be your first grand finalist of this Good Game 1 College Esports Championship, by the way. And Bennett Unstoppables, it's not done yet. They still have to fight for that third spot, right? So Tech Geniuses, they're going to be really happy, and they should be happy. They beat a team like Bennett Unstoppables 13-3, not once but twice, Lucy. That is something to be really proud of, and they will be facing one of the teams. It's going to be either VID Clippers or DSU Panthers, and I'm pretty sure they want to face DSU Panthers because last time, I think that was the only team that beat them in the entire in their entire journey. I think DSU Panthers were the only one. I actually thought that Tech Genius might win that, but then there was a really insane comeback. But more about that later. But for now, Tech Geniuses, man, they are just too good. They are on another level. Legendary and Kyle, just on another level, completely different level. The way that they move around the map, the communication, and their aim. Legendary, not scared at all with that operator. As you said, ball to steal. Absolutely true.
Man, I agree with you, Edge. I mean, this was a complete different show up coming in from the side of Technia Geniuses. They understood that they are a good team, but sometimes confidence does take over the mind, right? So they understood that they should keep that aside, let that go away, because until and unless they win the tournament, they cannot be overconfident about it. So they managed to tune that down and understood that they should put up a fight, but quickly analyzing what happened here in both the maps of Ascent as well as Icebox, I think, Edge, it was just a matter of team game better coming in from the side of Tech Geniuses, because every time you saw, whenever there was a fight from the side of Technia Geniuses, it was 2 to 3 or even 4 people in a particular side picking a fight with one guy. And overpowering is what they were doing to the side of Bennett Unstoppables. Rather, this should have been the other way around. This was not being done from the side of Bennett Unstoppables in both the maps. And the change up as well coming in. They were not, even though they were putting up a fight together as a team, 3 to 4 people on one person, they were not repeating the same. If they execute B side as like B main rush, they're not repeating it same. They managed to do a B main hold, take control of B main, then a person is lurking from market. So if they put up a fight that's together, I think that's where they found their wins. They managed to convert, and Bennett Unstoppables, they were just, I would say, on top of the just to try to find an opening. They just wanted to find a round. They were just too eager for that rather than break down what was happening and take that very important timeout. They took it once, but then there's did not work out. You can take a couple, I guess there should be there. Yeah, they should not have just let it go, try to fight as much as possible. And also, which we really feel bad about, the force spice coming in. They did multiple times. I think that's where it started hurting their economy and they could not find something. But Edge, this was just a wonderful opening coming in from Technia Geniuses in playoffs. Unexpected, but now heading into semi-finale too. That's going to be tomorrow again at 7 p.m. What do you have in your mind?
VID Clippers and DSU Panthers, two really good teams. But last time these two teams faced off, I don't think these two teams have actually faced off. Wait, just a second. I don't think they faced off actually. Yeah, it's going to be the first time they're going to be facing off against each other. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see. But at the same time, we know what kind of a team DSU Panthers are. They started off with 30-0. I believe they ended with 30-0 as well, if I'm not wrong. So that was a really good game. First one and the last one and the one in between as well. But yeah, VID Clippers on the other hand, they are a really confident team. And a team with really good potential. On the map of Split, we've seen them do some insane plays with the Astra, and on the map of Bind as well. So it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be more like, the aimers versus the utility usage coming in from DSU Panthers. Absolutely beautiful gameplay from both these teams. So I cannot wait for these teams to face off against each other. And I also cannot wait to find out which team will be the one facing off the Tech Geniuses in that grand finale.
Yeah, it's going to be a grand finalist. First, it's going to be Technia Geniuses. One hell of a performance they put up. We had 3 maps lined up. Started off with Ascent, headed over to Icebox. We wished for Bind, which is Edge's favorite map as well, but did not get a chance. Technia Geniuses said, let's just finish this off. Let's just not let the opponents figure out strategies, because that's also going to be crucial, right? If we were talking about who's going to be aggressive and utility usage, I think Technia Geniuses are right now at a sweet spot. They use utilities as well as they're aggressive. So they are one team well deserved to be on the finalist spot, and looking forward to where they head off and what's going to happen. But that is the end of match 1 of semifinals. Match 2, again, as I said, it's going to be tomorrow. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe as well, because tomorrow as well, it's going to be a completely unexpected match coming in. But until then, it's going to be me, Lucifer, along with Edge, signing out for semifinale 1. We'll be catching you guys tomorrow again. Goodbye. Take care.
Good night.
Really good because they do not have a save driver. So this pulling off should... When the spike was about to be planted, takes down the spike carrier. Professor SV will go down to Crow. Kyle will be able to pick off 2 beautiful headshots. Makes it a 3.
Down to a 3 versus 3, but can't get the kill on the Kyrie. Oh no! He gets a double! It's all on Wifrod. 1 versus 3 to save the day. Save the progress of Ben Unstoppables. That's gonna be it. Kyle with the...
Just like how Technia Geniuses managed to do it, but look at Legendary's pushing. He's already gained access to site. He picks up 2 kills. CT is being cleared out by Kyle, and Utha Teams also picks it up. The last player, that's going to be Wiflord. He has a classic to play and nothing to answer there. It's going to be a 3
by Wiflord, but that's about it. Look at this.
Be able to pick up a couple of kills, but he's also getting backstab. But now Asuna will be able to pick one, make it.
Viper will get taken down before getting the double kill. But right now, Legendary, that was crisp. That was coming in from the defender skill jar, and Hunter's Fury will be used, and Lockdown has been destroyed, and also weird buy coming in. That's going to be a double kill for Legendary. Looks towards the market fellow because there's one right behind you, but they're not going to be pushing in anytime soon. Sova might get one here on the Jet with the goddamn judge, but never mind. Legendary says no. Gets a third on to Wiflord there. He's on for the ace here, Lucy.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, he's on a 4K. The last person, he's going to find him. He's going to spot him out. And look at him. He pops up his ultimate for the ace and he takes it. He does not care. Such play coming through, but look at this positioning from Utta Teams. Now there's going to be a spam coming in very soon. Bipolar going in for a flashback jump, but does to 20 or 30. That's all he's left in the tank now. Is really good. Utta Teams is rightly walking into it. Spams come across.
Kyra there is TJ. Might get the kill on the KJ if he gets. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. It's TJ.
Really good because they do not have a save driver. So this pulling off should... When the spike was